The Port Orleans French Quarter. Um, I couldn't have told you anything about the Port Orleans French Quarter a month ago. Um, I had never been there. I'd driven by it a couple times, kind of thought it was kind of out in the middle of nowhere, way over there, like the Animal Kingdom Lodge, way out in the middle of nowhere. Uh, but we stayed there last month, or earlier this month, when we went to Disney World. Part last month and part this month. That's where we stayed. We stayed at the Port Orleans French Quarter. I fell in love with the Port Orleans French Quarter. It is just kind of a magical place. It's very different from most of the hotels, very different from any of the hotels we've actually stayed at Walt Disney World. First thing I loved about the Port Orleans French Quarter is the intimacy. It's so much smaller than the rest of the hotels, especially the values and the moderates, and even most of the deluxes. The first thing I like about it is the intimacy. One thing I noticed is you can walk from the main building at the French Quarter to just about anywhere in the resort in just a couple of minutes. It's really, really small. When you stay at the Pop, when you stay at um, the Animal Kingdom Lodge is one that really comes to mind for me. I stayed there once, and I was kind of in the middle of the U at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I was kind of in the middle of it, and it took me 15 minutes to walk to my room. It just seemed like I was walking forever and ever. And that's just not the way it is at the Port Orleans French Quarter. It's just so much smaller than all the resorts. I think they told me they've only got like 1,000 rooms compared to 2,884 at the Pop Century, and it's just very, very convenient. The second thing I like about the Port Orleans French Quarter, love about the Port Orleans French Quarter, I put on 5 pounds, I think, on this one, was eating at Sascagoula Float Works, the food court there in the Port Orleans French Quarter. The food there was just really, really good. One of the nights we were there, we went over there to eat supper. Typically, we don't eat supper in the hotels. There was some reason why we decided to eat supper in the hotels. But when we went in there, I ordered fried chicken. I'm thinking, okay, this could be a disaster. We're in New Orleans. It could be so hot and spicy I can't eat it, but we're going to try it anyway. It came with 3 side items. And when I got it, it's a half of a fried chicken, a wing, a breast, a thigh, a leg. It was just a pile of chicken and sides, and I couldn't even eat it all. And it's just like $15. It was very, very reasonably priced. So, and we ate breakfast there. The omelets were probably some of the best food court omelets we've ever had at Disney. So, it just was a very, very good experience at the food court, Sascagoula Float Works at Port Orleans French Quarter. And the third thing I love about Port Orleans French Quarter is it's so New Orleans. Now, I haven't been to New Orleans, but Mrs. Mom had. She went on a band trip there in high school, and she said this is just kind of like New Orleans. As you walk down between the buildings, if you walk down the buildings, the decor will change from not just from building to building, but in sections of the building. So every 30, 45 feet, you might have brick columns for 30 feet. And then you have wrought iron columns for 30 feet. And then you have a different kind of wrought iron columns. She said that is just so New Orleans. The gardens they have there, just like the one we were by had a brick arch that you could go through out into the garden. She said that just like the place they stayed when they were in New Orleans. So she just loved that. Those are the things I really loved about the Port Orleans. I really like the Port Orleans French Quarter. It's because if we stay there again, it may become my favorite Disney hotel. Sorry, Pop, but French Quarter is just pretty cool.
Thanks so much for watching Dad's video. For more simple, fun, magic Walt Disney World information, go to Dad's Guide to WDW.com. You can do that by clicking the I button that's popping up on the screen right now. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and get more Dad's YouTube videos with Daditude.